Uganda. So impressed by the sisters because much as putting on hijab is ibadah, but to very much well known in our times, it is one of the hardest things. But on the same note, I'm also thankful to the brothers for attending this event. Probably to put history right, I'm not a shepherd professionally. I was just a student reader with such a title. I'm Khadija Mariam Nyanzi. I'm a mother of 5. Why are you worried? Yes, I'm a mother of 5. I'm a founder and CEO of Farm Professional Counselors, one of the Muslim-based counseling firms in Uganda. This is the Islamic approach for psychotherapy. My expertise is in couple strengthening, where we put most of our efforts in uniting families, because if it were not families, we should all not be here today. One scholar said that if you want to know how a community fares, don't be bothered. Just go back and look into the families. So when I'm walking and I find people, beautiful girls eating chiverenge, taking on ice cream as they are walking, I just say, oh, the family at home. The mother didn't take enough time for this beautiful girl. That's why she's eating as well as walking. So my expertise is in couple strengthening. Though at Farm Professional Counselors, we offer premarital counseling, marriage counseling, teenage crisis, and young adult programs. My topic of discussion is too big: handling depression. So that is a big thing. Stress and anxiety. All of them are what? And I was told to look at how to deal with them. But I don't know whether we all know the definitions of each and the symptoms of each, though the symptoms may look similar, but they are different. Today, depression is regarded as a public health pandemic. And the 3 things, depression, anxiety, and stress, are looked to be mental illnesses. And when you look at us, the Muslim community in Uganda, our sheikhs, the noble sheikhs we have, not so many of them give us khutbahs regarding such challenging situations. Yes, we get khutbah on so many things, but you normally have khutbahs giving teachings on stress, depression, and anxiety. Yet when you look at the society today, we have an alarming number of suicidal tendencies or attempts, where young people are killing themselves because of depression, anxiety, and what? And stress. I was reading through something and they were telling us that depression, anxiety, and stress is so much higher among university students. And out of 23, 9 are always boys that take their lives. And the reasons as why these people are taking their lives, some of them write a few notes and die because my boyfriend has stopped the affair. I'm killing myself, I cannot handle it anymore. My dear, you are not in this alone. And always don't die alone. All people have challenges. And when you look at when the Quran is addressing us to such things, it is showing us that this is part of life. Feeling anxious, depressed, or stressed, it is part of what? And it is normal. And there is no time in life when we shall not have stress or anxiety or depression. But the issue is, how do we moderate it? How do we keep along the lines when we are safe? Because Maybe let me begin by definition. Let's begin with anxiety, because anxiety is the one that leads to depression. Anxiety is simply a state of fear, an unpleasant feeling. It's like they'll tell you, come and do a presentation here. You get that kind of tension. You become anxious. You'll be restless. You'll be worried. That's why Allah loves us so much. He gave us the dua in the Quran when Prophet Musa ﷺ was going to address Fir'aun and his people. And he went on to say, Rabbi Shrah li sadri amri. The Prophet was praying that Allah makes the talking easy. You can refer to the Quran, Surah Al-Kahf. Allah gave us that to ease the tension, because there is what we call public speaking phobia. You've seen those people when they're invited to talk and they will say like, oh, what everything has been said by my previous speaker. I don't know what I can tell you exactly. They have got some kind of flu. I don't know how I'm able to make it. That is public speaking phobia. Someone has got that anxiety of speaking to the audience. So we say it is normal, because with time it does what? However, with anxiety, when it takes over 6 months, then it becomes a disorder. It's not now normal. It now needs medical attention or psychotherapy. Because the level is raised to reaching out to the doctor, psychiatrist, or the levels may remain at the level of counselors, where you share your challenge with someone, and that someone also helps you to think how do you solve those negative thoughts that you are having or are causing you to worry. Then, depression, in simple terms, is that feeling when you no longer love what you used to love. That loss of interest in all your daily activities, all the things that you love most. For example, you may be someone who loves chatting with friends. Like when you are around people who are talking, you feel happy, you crack the jokes, and you know that life is moving on. But when you are into depression, you don't want to mix with anyone at any one time. You don't want to talk. You feel lonely. You just want to keep aside and you are not talking. You are at that level where you have no love for your own soul. Are we there? I'm just giving you a few tips about them, because the big point is on how do we deal with it. And dealing with it, we shall look at both the Islamic model and what should we say? The secular model.